Students, now we are going to start a new chapter called as a microbes in human welfare. In this chapter we are going to study the main concept is which are the microorganisms, how they are useful to human being in their daily life, their daily. So this is the 10th chapter. For your examination weightage, in this chapter may ask 5 to 6 marks questions. Okay, this is about the contents. One is introduction, second microorganism and examples, next harmful microorganism, useful microorganism. But in this chapter we are going to study only the useful microorganisms. Okay, when come to the first one, microorganism, the organisms which are not visible with naked eye but can be seen only under microscope. Such minute organisms are called microorganisms. Micro, which means minute. The best example is bacteria, fungi, protozoans, viruses, prions, viroids, etc. Then, apart from what the microorganisms are there, in these microorganisms some diverse group of microorganisms are there. One is called as a prions, second viroids, third viruses. Then when come to the prions, prions are proteinaceous infectious particle without nucleic acid. Such particles are called prions. Best example, CJD, a disease. Prions causes a disease called as CJD, Creutzfeldt-Jakob disease. Creutzfeldt-Jakob disease. This disease, the major symptom is mental confusion, mentally disorder. Okay. Then next, viroids. These are infectious nucleic acid like RNA particle without any protein. Best example, hepatitis D, potato spindle tuber. Here in the viroids, there is a presence of a nucleic acid, especially the nucleic acid is RNA, but there is no any protein. Such particles are called viroids. Next, viruses. The viruses are the infectious particle which contain both nucleic acid as well as protein. Such particles are called viruses. Best example, HIV virus, human immunovirus causes a AIDS disease, poliomyelitis virus causes a polio disease, coronavirus causes a COVID-19. Okay, nowadays what we are going to see in the corona or COVID-19. COVID means coronavirus disease in the year 2019. Okay, the coronavirus. This coronavirus is transferred from an unhealthy person to a healthy person by sharing, by droplets of infected person what he is sneezing or coughing. Then here one thing is you are going to concentrate, prions contains proteins, viroids contains RNA as a nucleic acid. Viruses contain both nucleic acid as well as a protein. One important thing is viruses are bridge between living and non-living organism. What is meant by bridge between living and non-living organism? Means the viruses when they are present outside the any living body in an environment, then they are called as a non-living in condition. For example, if viruses are present in the soil, air, water or anything, then we are called as a non-living in condition. Okay. If the viruses enter into the any living body, whether the plants, animal, even though inside the bacterial cell, then the viruses are living in condition. Then they are called as a living in condition. Okay. Then so that the viruses, when they are enter into the any living body, then they are active, then they are living in condition. When they are present outside the body, they are non-living in condition. So that we are called a bridge between living and non-living organism. What the microorganisms are there? These microorganisms are cosmopolitan distribution. The habitat is cosmopolitan distribution. Cosmopolitan distribution means they can be lead a life everywhere. They can be found everywhere. Okay. This is about the a diverse group of microorganism. Then one example is there. Psychrophilic bacteria. It is a type of bacteria able to grow at low temperature. Low temperature means minus 20 degrees centigrade, lower than the freezing point of water. Freezing point of water. Psychrophilic bacteria. Another bacteria is there called as a thermophilic bacteria. It is able to lead a life above 100 degrees centigrade, higher than the boiling point of water. Okay, this is about the a different type of microorganism. Next, when we are move on to the harmful microbes, the microbes which causes a diseases. The disease causing microorganisms we call as a pathogen. The diseases like typhoid, malaria, AIDS, cholera, etc. So these are the different type of disease caused by a different type of microorganism. In this chapter, we are going to study only the useful microorganism. There is one more chapter is there called as a human health and disease. In this chapter, we are going to study only the disease causing microorganism. Yes, let us study a useful microorganism. The microbes are useful in different aspects. One is household products. Second, industrial products. Third, sewage water treatment process. Fourth, biogas production. Fifth, biopesticides and biofertilizers. Let us study one by one. First one is called as a useful microbes in household products. The first household product is curd. Before going to the household products, the microbes have been used in different ways by mankind from different aspects. So, the microbes which are useful in household products, the microbes are perform a one process called fermentation. Fermentation is defined as anaerobic breakdown of organic food substances by extracellular enzymes of certain microbes is called fermentation. Generally, during the fermentation process, the glucose is incompletely oxidized by extracellular enzymes of microorganism. The result of fermentation is formation of carbon dioxide, ethyl alcohol or lactic acid. As now we are study one by one useful microbes in household product is curd. The microbe is lactic acid bacteria, LAB. One more is there lactobacillus bacteria. These two bacteria helps to convert the milk into curd. Milk into curd. How means these lactic acid bacteria and lactobacillus bacteria, these two are present in the milk. In the milk, the the sugar molecule is present called as a lactose. The milk sugar molecule called as a lactose. The lactic acid bacteria convert the milk sugar lactose into lactic acid by a process called as a fermentation. When the lactic acid is formed, the lactic acid is coagulates and partially digests the milk protein called casein. Casein is a unique milk protein present in the mammals. Okay. Then the conversion of milk into, then what happens, the after this process there is a conversion of milk into curd. The curd improves the nutritional quality by increasing vitamin B12. When we eat the curd contains the vitamin B12. The curd, when it enters the stomach, the curd as well as vitamin B12 checks the disease causing other microbes. This is about the curd. Next, yogurt. Lactobacillus bulgaris, a microbe, a bacteria, helps to produce a household product called as a yogurt. Next, buttermilk. Streptococcus lactis, a bacteria, helps to produce a household product called as a buttermilk. Next, dough. Dough means a moistened wheat or ರೈಸ್ ಫ್ಲೋರ್. ಕನ್ನಡದಾಗ ಹೇಳಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಇನ್ನು ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಂಗೆ, ಡೋ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಅಕ್ಕಿ ಹಿಟ್ಟು ಅಥವಾ ಗೋಧಿ ಹಿಟ್ಟು. ಓಕೆ, ಪೇಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಹಿಟ್ಟು. ನಾವು ದೋಸೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಆ ಅಕ್ಕಿ ಹಿಟ್ಟನ್ನ ನೋಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಪೇಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಇಡ್ಲಿ ಹಿಟ್ಟನ್ನು ಅದೇ ರೀತಿನ ನೋಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು. ಸೊ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಮೇಕಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ದೋಸಾ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇಡ್ಲಿ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ದ ಡೋ. Here the bacteria are responsible for the preparation of dosa and idli. First, Leuconostoc mesenteroids. Second, Pediococcus cerevisiae. Third, Streptococcus faecalis. These three bacteria are responsible to preparation of dosa and idli. So, the dosa are more porous, more holes because of due to the liberation of carbon dioxide by a process called as a fermentation. The fermentation process is carried by this bacteria. Then the dosa are become puffy appearance, spongy and puffy. This is also due to this bacteria. ನೀವು ನೋಡಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಮನೆಗೆ ದೋಸೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ಸು, ನಮ್ಮ ಮದರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರ ಅಂತಾರೆ, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಅಕ್ಕಿ ಹಿಟ್ಟನ್ನ ಪೇಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊತಾರೆ, ಮಿಕ್ಸಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕಿ ನೀರು ಹಾಕಿ ಪೇಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು. ಅದನ್ನ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ರಾತ್ರಿ ಇಡೀ ಹಾಗೆ ಇಟ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಇನ್ ದ ಹೋಲ್ ನೈಟ್ ವಾಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್ಸ್, ದೀಸ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೀರಿಯಾಸ್ ಎಂಟರ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸಸ್ ದೇರ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಪರ್ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ದ ಫರ್ಮೆಂಟೇಷನ್ ಪ್ರೋಸೆಸ್. ಅವಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಬೆಳಿಗ್ಗೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು, ಈ ದೋಸೆ ಹಿಟ್ಟನ್ನ ಅಂಚಿನ ಮೇಲೆ ಹಾಕಿದಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಆ ದೋಸೆ ಮೇಲೆ ನಾವೇನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಹೋಲ್ಸ್ ನೋಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಡ್ಯೂ ಟು ಲಿಬರೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಡೈಆಕ್ಸೈಡ್. ಸೊ ಈ ರೀತಿ ದೋಸೆ ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇನ್ ಕೇಸ್ ನಾವು ಈ ದೋಸೆನ ನೈಟ್ ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡತಕ್ಕಂಥ ದೋಸೆ ಹಿಟ್ಟನ್ನ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಡೇ ಮಾರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ನಾವು ದೋಸೆ ಹಾಕಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಡೇ ನೈಟ್ ನಾವೇನಾದ್ರು ದೋಸೆ ಹಾಕ್ಕೊಂತ ಹೋದರೆ ಅದರ ಟೇಸ್ಟ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಹುಳಿ ಬಂದಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ದ ಫರ್ಮೆಂಟೇಷನ್ process is taken place more. So here what happens, the lactic acid able to releases more, so that such dough or dosa or idli becomes somewhat a sour in taste. Next, fungi. A Saccharomyces cerevisiae, a yeast, also helpful to preparation of dosa and idli as a dough. ಓಕೆ, ಇದು ಸಮೇತ ನಮಗೆ ಬೇಕಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್, ಬ್ರೆಡ್. ನಾವು ಬೇಕರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ತಿಂತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಬ್ರೆಡ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಕೇಕ್ ಐಟಮ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು. ಹಿಯರ್ ಸ್ಯಾಕ್ರೋಮೈಸಿಸ್ ಸೆರೆವಿಸೆ ಬೇಕರ್ಸ್ ಈಸ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ದಿಸ್ ಸ್ಯಾಕ್ರೋಮೈಸಿಸ್ ಸೆರೆವಿಸೆ ಎ ಈಸ್ಟ್ ಆರ್ ಎ ಫಂಗಸ್ helps to preparation of bread. Why the bread is become more spongy, more smooth, puffy, and also large number of holes due to the liberation of carbon dioxide by Saccharomyces cerevisiae perform the fermentation process. Next is the cheese. There are two type of cheese we are going to see. One is called as a Propionibacterium shermani. There are two type of cheese we are going to see. One is called as a Swiss cheese, another called as a Roquefort cheese. A Propionibacterium shermani, a bacteria helpful to produce a cheese called as a Swiss cheese. This bacteria helpful to production of Swiss cheese. The Swiss cheese having a large holes due to the liberation of carbon dioxide by this bacteria. Then second one, Roquefort cheese. A fungus called Penicillium roqueforti. This fungus helpful to production of a cheese called as a Roquefort cheese. This fungus helps to gives malted appearance with greenish blue color. Okay, these are the two type of cheese. Next, a household product called as a toddy. ಕನ್ನಡದಾಗ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕಂತಂದರೆ ನೀರಾ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ. ಈ ಹಳ್ಳಿ ಸೈಡಾಗಿರ್ತ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದೇ. ಸೊ ನೀರಾ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತಾ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಈ ಈಚಲದ ಮರದಿಂದ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಆ ಒಂದು ಲಿಕ್ವಿಡ್ನ ಆ ನೀರನ್ನು ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು. Toddy, it is an alcoholic beverage produced by fermenting sap of the coconut tree and palm tree with the help of naturally occurring yeast. Toddy, it is an alcoholic drink. It is also a medicinal drink. When we drink this toddy before the sunlight fall, after that the toddy is become absolute alcohol. ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರಪ್ಪ ಅಂದರೆ ಈ ಟಾಡಿ ಅನ್ನೋದೇನಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ನೀರ. ಸೊ ಈ ಈಚಲ್ ಮರದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಒಂದು ಮಡಿಕೆನ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಡ್ರೈ ಫ್ರೂಟ್ಸ್ ಹಾಕಿ, ಸೊ ಒಂದು ಆ ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಒಂದು ಇನ್ಫ್ಲೋರೆನ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಆ ಇನ್ಫ್ಲೋರೆನ್ಸ್ ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಕಟ್ಟಿ ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಆ ಈಚಲ್ ಮರದ ಅದನ್ನು ಕರಿತೀವಿ ಪಾಮ್ ಟ್ರೀ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ, ಅಥವಾ ಕೋಕೋನಟ್ ಟ್ರೀಯಿಂದ ಮಾಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು. ಆ ಇನ್ಫ್ಲೋರೆನ್ಸಿಂದ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಒಂದು ಲಿಕ್ವಿಡ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ, ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಸ್ಯಾಪ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ, SAP ಸ್ಯಾಪ್. ದಟ್ ಸ್ಯಾಪ್ drop by drop is filled to the pot. ಆ ಪಾಟ್ ತುಂಬ ಫಿಲ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಬೆಳಗಿನ ಜಾವ ಅಂದರೆ ಇನ್ನು ಸನ್ಲೈಟ್ ಬೆಳಕಿನ ಮುಂಚೆನೇ ಆ ಸ್ಯಾಪ್ನ, ಆ ಲಿಕ್ವಿಡ್ನ, ಆ ಟಾಡಿನ ನಾವು ಕುಡಿದಾಗ ಅದು ಒಂಥರ ಮೆಡಿಸಿನ್ ಆಗಿ, ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಿಷನಲ್ ಡ್ರಿಂಕ್ ಆಗಿ ನಮಗೆ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ಫುಲ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅದನ್ನು ಹಾಗೆ ಬಿಟ್ಟವಪ್ಪ ಅಂದರೆ ವೆನ್ ದ ಸನ್ಲೈಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಫಾಲ್, ಸನ್ಲೈಟ್ ಬಿತ್ತು ಅಂತಂತಂದರೆ, ಟೆಂಪ್ರೇಚರ್ ಬಿತ್ತು ಅಂತಂದರೆ ವಾಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್ಸ್, ದಿಸ್ ಟಾಡಿ ಈಸ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ ಅಬ್ಸಲ್ಯೂಟ್ ಆಲ್ಕೋಹಾಲ್. ಅಂದರೆ ನಾವು ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಹೆಂಡ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ, ಸರಾಯಿ ಅಂತ ಕರಿದ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಅಬ್ಸಲ್ಯೂಟ್ ಆಲ್ಕೋಹಾಲ್ ಆಗಿಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದ ಟಾಡಿ. ದ ಮೈಕ್ರೋಬ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಯೂಸ್ಡ್ ಟು ಫರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಫಿಶ್, ಸೋಯಾಬೀನ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಬ್ಯಾಂಬೂ ಶೂಟ್ಸ್ ಮೇಕ್ಸ್ ದ ಫುಡ್. ಸೊ ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಎ ಹೌಸ್ ಹೋಲ್ಡ್ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ಸ್. ಇದನ್ನು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ನಲ್ಲಿ 5 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸಿಗೆ ಕೇಳಿದಾಗ, ಸೊ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ first you are going to mention a household product like a curd, yogurt, buttermilk, dough, then a toddy, cheese, then toddy. Then you are going to write a respect to microbes. Then one point you are going to explain how it is helpful, how it is able to produce a household products. Okay, this is about a microbes useful in household products. ಓಕೆ, ಇದು ಈ ಚಾಪ್ಟ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರೂ ಒಂದು ಕೇಳ್ತಾನೆ. ಹೌಸ್ ಹೋಲ್ಡ್ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಅಥವಾ ಸೀವೇಜ್ ವಾಟರ್ ಟ್ರೀಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿಯಲ್ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಅಥವಾ ಬಯೋ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಇನ್ಯಾವುದು ಬಯೋ ಪೆಸ್ಟಿಸೈಡ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಬಯೋ ಫರ್ಟಿಲೈಸರ್ಸ್ ಕೇಳಿರ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಎ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಟಾಪಿಕ್. ಸೊ ಬೆಟ್ರ್ ಏನಪ್ಪ ಅಂದರೆ ಒಂದು ಟೇಬಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಡ್ರಿ. ಒಂದು ಟೇಬಲ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಏನಪ್ಪ ಅಂದರೆ ನೇಮ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಮೈಕ್ರೋಬ್, ನೇಮ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್, ನೇಮ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಮೈಕ್ರೋಬ್, ಹೌ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ಫುಲ್. ಈ 3 ಕಾಲಮ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊತ ಹೋಗು ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದ ಎ microbes useful in household product. In next class we are going to study the how the microbes are useful in industrial products. Thank you.